So good evening once again to all the attendees. We have quite a lot of audiences today, and I am very happy with the response that we are receiving to this webinar series. As you are aware, this webinar is brought to you by Career God, mapping student potential to globally available opportunities. And we have experts with us from USA UnivQuest. USA UnivQuest is an organization which is mentoring students for education in world's best universities. So along with mentoring, we do complete profiling of the student. We help them with the university admissions. And most of the students who are studying and getting mentored at USA UnivQuest make it to the top league universities in the world. We have with us today Miss Pooja Bhatnagar. She has 17 plus years of experience, and she's a faculty with the USA UnivQuest for SAT, Verbal, and TOEFL. And I am your host today, Siddharth Jain, and I have a co-host, Pooja, who will be taking up the questions in the end of the webinar. So I would like to welcome Ms. Pooja for the session, and thank you very much, Ms. Pooja.
Good evening, everyone. I welcome you all to this session of webinar. Today, we'll discuss strategies to score 100 plus in TOEFL. Now, as you all know, TOEFL has different categories, different ways to take the test. Now, TOEFL iBT is the one that we'll be discussing today. Now, before we start the session, let's go through the presentation plan today. So what all we'll be discussing and how we'll go through the session. First of all, we'll have a quick introduction to TOEFL, then the structure of the TOEFL IBT. We'll also discuss the question types for each category, say be it reading, listening, speaking, or writing, and the final word. We'll next see what is actually TOEFL. Now, how many of you know what is TOEFL? How many of you know what is TOEFL? What does it stand for? Well, TOEFL stands for Test of English as a Foreign Language. Now, TOEFL, as you must be knowing, is a standardized test for English language. It tests your proficiency in English language, be it right. So it is recognized by all the universities internationally. It is used by many English-speaking universities, basically, be it in US, UK, Canada, or in some universities in France. So it is a test for academic English. So let's see, why do we need TOEFL and who all needs TOEFL? Now, if you intend to study in an English-speaking country, you would need to qualify this test, and in order to demonstrate your proficiency in English language. The TOEFL score is an important part in the admission criteria of many universities around the globe. TOEFL is accepted by more than 9,000 universities and institutions over 130 countries. Now, before we start, let us know the structure of TOEFL IBT. Now, TOEFL tests you in all 4 sections. So the 4 sections or 4 skills in any language are reading, listening, speaking, and writing. So the first section that we have on TOEFL IBT test is the reading section, which is of around 60 to 80 minutes and has 36 to 56 questions. You have 3 to 4 passages from academic text and answer questions. Then we move on to the listening section. The listening section is also of around 60 to 90 minutes and has 34 to 51 questions. In this, you need to listen to lectures or classroom discussions and conversations and then answer the questions. After these two sections, you have a break for 10 minutes. And then the test goes on to the speaking section, which is of 20 minutes. And you have 6 tasks in that. In that, you need to express an opinion on a familiar topic, speaking based on reading and listening tasks. They are the integrated tasks. Now, then you have the writing section, which is of 50 minutes and comprises of 2 tasks. One is the shorter response, and the other one is an essay, which is a longer question, right? So let's discuss the reading types, reading section, the question types in that